Yo, what's good? It's your man, 100 grand, Ross with The Rock Never Stops. Yo, let me just talk about real quick. Uh, Dillon Brooks. My man, Dillon Brooks. And I told y'all he was a superstar defensive player. I told y'all that he was a transformative defensive talent. I told y'all that he had far more value than what the Memphis Grizzlies made it seem like he had, and that media tried to spin and make it seem like he had throughout the league. Now, I know some people are going to say, well, it's just the value that is for the Houston Rockets, but I just dropped a video of all the other franchises that he could have helped out in a major way. And yet, I don't know if y'all understood just what I was trying to get at. There are a few players who can come in and transform a franchise from a defensive end. Draymond Green was a major part of that in Golden State. And they brought in Andre Iguodala as well. And in tandem, they did an amazing job in transforming the culture, the identity of the Golden State Warriors franchise in lieu of 4 NBA championships. Now, I'm not saying Dillon Brooks is Draymond Green or Andre Iguodala, but I am saying he's damn valuable. I am saying he's transformative. I am saying that he was brought in to be every bit of everything that I was saying in those videos. For all the things that we said that was against him and was a flaw and was a thing and something that he's coming up short in, whether it was his shooting consistency or efficiency, whether it was his talking too much, whatever it is that you wanted to say that was wrong with the man, he's still worth 20 mil a year. He still has to come in and likely start for a franchise who needs a defensive identity and shift in its culture, and who will be counted upon to be kind of the linchpin of the coach's cultural outlook for this team. For this coach's and Ime Udoka's, how would you say it? His pedigree, what he's about, his identity as a coach, as a defensive-minded, tough-nosed individual who desires to instill that in a team that has been anything but that over the past few years. We now know that this is a stage where no longer it is the Kevin Porter show. It's now the Fred VanVleet show. And I think I'm going to drop another video later on that I think this is the end of the Kevin Porter, Jalen Green trials to see what it can be. Fred VanVleet, Dillon Brooks are brought in there to shift the direction of this team. Now, I don't think it's going to end up in 45 wins or anything near that. I think it's going to be closer to probably like 35 wins. But it's going to look a whole lot different. Guys are going to be held accountable. Guys are going to have to be in that locker room knowing that between the coach and these veterans and defensive-minded players, that there's a new sheriff in town. That Ime Udoka is the new sheriff. He's the new man. He's the new head honcho. He is the HNIC. So we all know the head in charge. He's that dude who's coming in the locker room and is going to say, you missed this assignment. You missed that assignment. And that's why you didn't play. That's why you got the DNP. That's why it doesn't matter how well you can put the ball in the hole. If we cannot count upon you to play winning basketball, you're not going to be able to play here. And you could tell that it's one of those top-down decisions, because to bring in a Dillon Brooks and pay him what they did, a Fred VanVleet and pay him what they did, it had to have been one of those collusions between the owner, the general manager, the organization, and the coach to say, this is the direction we are going in and we will invest in it wholeheartedly. That this will be a team that plays defense. And they have the personnel between Jabari Smith, Tari Eason. They have guys who have the physical capabilities. I think even Jalen Green does as well. And now they have the leadership. Enter in Dillon Brooks. This man's going to be a part of transforming this franchise for the future. As he's entering into his prime, I don't expect him to be a shot chucker. I do expect him to be one of those connector glue guys. I do expect him to have an Andre Iguodala level impact, where he's facilitating and he's connecting guys and he's making things flow and work. I think you're going to see more of his facilitation abilities and his ability to organize a defense. I think we're going to see things from him that maybe we didn't see as much in Memphis because of the other personalities and other personnel that they had there whether it's Jaren Jackson Jr. or John Morant or Tyus Jones, even Kyle Anderson for a time. He's going to be asked to step up and be a mature voice in the locker room. And he's not going to be the only one. Fred VanVleet will be there as well. But he's going to be asked to do things different. And he's going to be led by head coach Ime Udoka, lead point guard all-star Fred VanVleet. And I fully expect this man to not just turn his career around, but to change how a lot of y'all think about him in the same way. Yo, if you enjoy this video, if you agree with me, smash the like button, hit subscribe and the bell for notifications. I'm going to do some more videos on the Houston Rockets in the direction that they're headed in. But for now, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. And this is Ross with The Rock Never Stops, and I'm going to get at y'all. Peace.